Hello YouTube, my name is Liam, and today we're going to be reviewing these two bikes right behind me. Yeah, we're going to be basically doing a tour and a review of them. So, yeah, let's get started.
Sort of both of these bikes. Like, what are these bikes? This one to my left here. This is a 2018 Honda Ruckus 50cc, and this is a 2012, I think. Yeah, 2012 Yamaha 50cc scooter, BWS. So, yeah, these are basically running on the same exact platform. These have the same engine. This one is carbureted and this one is fuel injected, I believe. They have the same 10-inch wheels. This one though, the Honda, they have drum brakes all around, front and rear. And this one has disc brakes up front, and then you have drum brakes in the rear. So yeah, these are basically just the same bikes, but sort of different. This is a more stripped down version, and this has more plasticky crap and whatever. So let's start off with the list of modifications that are done to both of these bikes. So I guess we could start off with the Honda Ruckus. One of the first modifications that we actually did is the seat lowering kit. So this lowers the seat by a little bit, so it rides better for a shorter person, which I am. It still has some space between like this sort of storage area or something, and it could still lift up the seat. It still has the main brackets and main bolts. So yeah, and we have these foot pegs. Necessarily, we're going to be changing these out for a new set of pegs, which is this. This is basically just a $9 Walmart foot peg that we got, and it's a little bit bigger and a little bit longer, so it will sorta look like this. Sorta like that. It's a little bit longer also, so $9, pretty good deal for some foot pegs. Then we have this Yoshimura, I'm probably butchering it, Yoshimura, I don't really know. This is an aftermarket exhaust. It sounds 10 times better than the stock one, so yeah, it sounds a lot better. We'll be doing a sound comparison later on in the video. And for the last modification that we have done to this bike is this sort of day travel bag. This is actually supposed to go on the handlebars, but we have chosen to put it on this rack right here, the factory rack, and it straps nicely on there with these straps right here. So yeah, you can fit your phone in there or whatever else you need. So yeah, and for the Yamaha, there's nothing really much that we've done to this. It's completely stock, other than these stickers that I put on when I was a little kid. I'm probably gonna take these off. So yeah, like, there's a Pennzoil logo, and there's a Fox Racing over there. There's B&W. I don't really know. So yeah, that's really it. So yeah, we're gonna be next. We're gonna be talking about like sort of this storage situation. So let's start off with the Yamaha. So this actually has really convenient storage for what it is. So first, let's start off with this small rack. This is just a really small rack. Like, let's say you want to put like a small bag on here or some groceries, and then you twist this. Just lock it real quick. If you twist it to the left once, it's probably open. It is open. So if you lift it up here, it reveals this storage area, which can't be locked. You can fit your helmet and your gloves really nicely, or just anything that you want hidden in here. So yeah, and then you just push down to lock it. It should be locked. And then you have this sort of small storage cubby in here for like a drink or something. And you have your fuel door, which is the same thing as the Ruckus. You use this same key to go and open it. So yeah, nothing really much in there. And over here with the Ruckus, there's not very much storage. Again, we use this bag, and then we have this seat, which you can modify it to be a storage place. If you like, let's say you put some like sheet metal or something, I don't know, but it can work like that. It's supposed to open like that, and you can put some stuff in there. So yeah, doesn't lock. Just don't have the lock for it. Fuel door is pretty much the same. You can open it with the key, and yeah. And that's really it for this bike, for these two bikes, for storage and whatever. So we're gonna be starting off with basically how like all the switches and dials look. So let's start off with the Ruckus here. Necessarily, you have your speedometer right here in kilometers an hour. Then you have your turn signal lights right there. You have your lights right here, and your fuel light right here. When you have low fuel, it should say. And then you have your on and off switch for lights. You have your turn signals right here, which you switch out, and then you have to turn in to turn them off. And this one, forget what this thing does, but turn it. I'm guessing it's a horn. Then you have your kill switches right here with the motor to turn it off. And then you have your starter right here. And then the nice feature about this thing, which it does have a fancy dandy handbrake. So let's say you're at like a stoplight or something, or you're just parking it on a hill, you don't want it to roll away. You just pull it in, and it will stay locked in place. And to basically put it out the handbrake, you just pull it back, and it will take off the handbrake.
Doggo.
So now we're going to be doing a sort of like a sound comparison, I guess, against the stock exhaust versus a aftermarket exhaust. So, yeah. We can start off with the Yamaha. That's really it for that one. And for this one, turn on the key. Alright,